Jai Shri Ram, now Canto 17. The summary, the arrival of Surpanakha at the hermitage. So, it's now beginning, the war and everything. Having taken their bath, Ram, Sita and also Lakshman then returned to their hermitage from the aforesaid bank of the Godavari. Having reached that hermitage on performing the morning devotion, Raghav with Lakshman entered the hut thatched with leaves. Being honored by great sages, he stayed happily there. Seated with Sita in that hut thatched with leaves, the mighty armed Sri Ram shone brightly like the moon, accompanied with the constellation Chitra, and discussed various topics with his brother Lakshman. While Sri Ram was seated there, his mind engrossed in talk, a certain ogress visited that region by chance. Having arrived there, the aforesaid sister of the ogre Ravan, who was endowed with 10 heads, Surpanakha, whose nails resembled a winnowing basket, beheld Sri Ram, who looked like a god. Seeing Sri Ram with a radiant countenance, mighty arms, large eyes, like the petals of a lotus, and a majestic gait like that of an elephant, wearing a rounded mass of matted hair, tender yet possessed of extraordinary strength, endowed with the bodily marks of a monarch, cerulean like a blue lotus, having a splendor similar to that of Cupid, and looking like Indra, the ruler of gods, the ogress got infatuated with love. Overcome with passion, the ogress, who had a ugly face, large belly, deformed eyes, coppery hair, was mishapen, and had a rightful voice, was hard-hearted and aged, spoke adversely, was extremely vile of conduct, and had a repelling aspect. Spoke as follows to Sri Ram, who had a charming face, a slender waist, large eyes, beautiful locks, a pleasing aspect, and a sweet voice, was youthful and candid, of right conduct and amiable, wearing matted locks and dressed in an ascetic garb, wielding a bow and arrows, and accompanied with your wife. How have you come to this region frequented by ogres? What is the object of your visit? Be pleased to relate that. Thus spoken to by the ogress Surpanakha, Sri Ram, the tormentors of foes, proceeded to narrate everything, possessed as he was of a guileless mind. There was a king named Dashrath, possessing the prowess of gods. I am his eldest son, known among the people by the name of Ram. Here is my younger brother Lakshman by name, devoted to me, and here is my wife, the princess of Videha, known by the name of Sita. Fettered by the command of my father, the king, and my mother Kaikeyi, and seeking to discharge my sacred obligation to them, and in order to practice virtue in the form of austerities, I have come to stay in this forest. I, for my part, desire to know you. Whose daughter are you? What is your name, and whose wife are you? Possessed as you are of charming lips, you appear to me to be an ogress capable of assuming any form at will on the face of it. Tell me truly, what for have you come here? Stricken with love to hear this, the ogress in question replied as followed. Hear my word, O Ram. I shall give out to you the real truth. I am an ogress, Surpanakha by name, and capable of assuming any form at will. Causing fear to all, I haunt this forest alone. I have a brother, Ravan by name. I wonder if his name has ever reached your ears. He is a valiant son of Visrava. If you have ever heard of him, the very mighty Kumbhakarna too, who is given to excessive sleep, is my brother. Vibhishan, my third brother, for his part, is a pious-minded man. He has none of the activities of an ogre. Again, my other two brothers, Khara and Dushana, are well known for their valor on the battlefield. I definitely surpass them all in point of valor. O Ram, ever since I saw you for the first time, I have sought you, the foremost among men, as my husband in my mind. I am richly endowed with power. I am able to range at will by dint of my strength. Therefore, be my husband for long. What can you hope to accomplish with Sita as your partner? Being deformed and ugly too, she is not worthy of you. I alone stand as a match for you. Look upon me as your wife. Along with this brother of yours, I shall devour this ugly, vile, hideous human lady with a sunken belly. Then, beholding the peaks of mountains and forests of every description, you full of concupiscence will wander with me through the Dandak forest. Spoken to in these words and laughing heartily, Sri Ram, who was an adept in expression, proceeded to reply as follows to that woman with love intoxicated eyes. Thus ends Canto 17 in the Aranyakand of the glorious Ramayana of Valmiki, the work of a rishi and the oldest epic. Jai Shri Ram.